Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello, Tanya. Everything is going good. We all are fine.
Ma'am, I wanted to clear my doubts about the middle class of France. Can you help me with that?
Of course, Tanya, in the 18th century in France, there was a group of people from the third state itself who had become prosperous and they had access to education and they came up with new ideas. The reason behind the prosperity was that they were the manufacturer of goods such as woolen and silk textile, and these goods were very much in demand. So, through expanding overseas trade, they had become rich and prosperous. So, this was one reason. Another reason was that the people like administrative officials, lawyers, they had the access to education, and there were people who came up with new ideas. They were the thinkers who came up with new ideas, and they were against the privileges which were existing in the French society.
What new ideas they came up with, ma'am? How did these new ideas work?
All these people of the third state who were the middle class, they were educated and they believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth. So the privilege which was enjoyed by the first and the second state people by birth, that was not welcomed. They were against this system of privileges. So this middle class of France, they came up with a new idea, and that was that a person's social position must depend on his merit, on the qualities of a person. The person should be judged. So these ideas, envisaging a society based on freedom and equal laws and opportunities for all, were also put forward by philosophers such as John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Montesquieu.
Oh, yeah. I got it, ma'am. So far, I remember John Locke sought to refute the doctrine of divine and absolute right of the king. Rousseau proposed a government based on social contract between people and their representatives.
Absolutely correct, Tanya. Now, if we take up Montesquieu, he was the other philosopher. In his book, The Spirit of Laws, Montesquieu has proposed a division of power within the government between the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. So, this is the system we find in most of the countries today, where the legislature and the executive and judiciary, their powers are separate. Powers are not concentrated in one hand. So, this is the system we follow today. And if I would like to remind you about the books written by the other two philosophers. So, the book written by John Locke is the Treatise of Government, and Rousseau has written the book Social Contract. So these are the things you need to keep in your mind.
I got the point, ma'am. I remember that you have also taught us how these ideas reached to the people of France.
That's good. I hope you remember that these philosophers, they discussed their ideas in saloons and coffee houses, and these ideas were spread among the people of France through books and newspapers. So this is how the ideas stirred the mind of the people of France, and the French society was getting ready for the revolution. They were getting ready for the change.
Thank you, ma'am.